Greetings. So I don't come to you from my bathroom because I wanted to have a little shot of kitties. I just got home from Kazakhstan yesterday and I'm not sick. I'm not sick. Yeah, my hair faded so much. Parts of it are like white again and parts are, yeah, I've got a weird thing happening. And I can't see the viewfinder, so I can't even tell how well I'm videoing this. I'm out of breath, but I'm not sick. My kitties are so happy I'm home, and I'm happy to be with them again. But anyway, I just wanted to show my hair dry because I'm gonna dye it, and I'm gonna dye it on damp hair, so here we are. Greetings. So yeah, my hair is a hot mess, and and I'm not sick. Yeah, it's all a mess, and we're here to do something about it. And also because I just got back from Kazakhstan yesterday and I want to talk about it. I'm really not a city person, and I'm also not really super a travel person. Like, being away from home really stresses me out, and I don't sleep well, and I don't eat well, and I just don't take care of myself in general. So, yeah. I really struggle to do anything when I'm somewhere unfamiliar, although I kind of do this at home too. Like, I don't go out, I don't do things. So yeah, I didn't plan a lot of stuff, and basically all I did besides the concert was kind of walk around looking at attractions, but then I ended up walking too much and I had blisters and blah blah blah. But anyway, I had a really good time and I really enjoyed Almaty. But the point of going was Dimash, and but I'm getting ahead of myself. So what I have here is this green concoction that I actually ended up with in a weird way because I'm not sick. At one point, I was trying to use Era Black, and it's so blue based that it doesn't even look black, it just looks blue. Not even like a dark navy blue, it's just like kind of a weird washed out blue. So trying to cancel out the blue and get maybe dark gray, I put some orange in it and it turned green. So I'm going to put this green on my head and we'll see what happens. It's not like the most pleasant looking green, and it's still pretty blue, which is probably going to end up really blue given that I have blue. We'll see what happens. And on damp hair because this is all I have. So yeah, I'm kind of hungry. Ugh. Traveling, it just feels so off for a while afterwards, but I gotta get back into shape because in 2 weeks I'm going to see Muse. This is just me standing here talking and not doing anything. Anyway, 2 weeks until Muse, which also means traveling again, but I'm only going for a week that time, so it'll be fun. Oh, this is sad back here. I basically can't end up with worse than what I've got right now. Let's be real. I'm kind of surprised at how fast the Enchanted Forest faded. But anyway, Almaty. Yeah, it takes a really long ass time to get there from here. It's pretty much as close to the opposite point of the northern hemisphere that you can get from where I live, which is fine. Fly through Frankfurt, managed to make it with only one connection both ways. Yeah, so I got there on, I don't know, sometime, well, it was after midnight the night I got there, and told my taxi driver the wrong hotel because, you know, it's after midnight and I'd been awake for 24 hours because I can't sleep on planes. And then I ended up having to walk 3 kilometers because I didn't have the taxi app on my phone yet. So walked 3 kilometers to my other hotel at 2 in the morning, which would be a really dumbass idea even where I live, and a really dumbass idea if I was in the States because, God, you don't want to do stuff like that in the States. But yeah, it was a really super safe city. Everybody's like, oh my God, don't go to Kazakhstan, it must be dangerous there. But I felt totally safe the entire time I was there. There was nothing sketchy at all. Yeah, and I was by myself, of course, the whole time, so that was fine. And then, you know, once I had a taxi app on my phone, everything was good again. But I kind of tried to do a travel vlog while I was there, and by kind of tried, I mean forgot about it, except for like twice. And both those times was basically just me standing talking into my camera, so I figured I'm not going to bother putting this up. I'm just going to, I'm kind of hungry. Just going to do a video where I'm doing something like my hair. And here we are. This is the worst sectioning ever, but I don't care. So anyway, the real thing I want to talk about was the concert. It was so good. Oh my God, it was like a transformative life experience. It was so good. I can't, I'm not sick. The bad thing about Almaty is the smog, and it's like diesel fume smog, and that always really bothers my lungs. Anywhere I'm in a city where they drive a lot of diesel vehicles, I get like this. And also forest fire smoke, which I'm kind of used to from where I live. Even though I don't like it, but I'm sort of accustomed to that. But yeah, between those two things, those were kind of the drawbacks. Anyway, concert. I queued all day from 5 in the morning. Well, the first time I went to check out the queue was 5 in the morning because, yeah, I couldn't sleep. I was awake. I was so excited. I'm like pre-Christmas kid. I was awake at 2 in the morning and could not get back to sleep after that. So I ended up officially going and queuing at like 7, which was fine, except god damn it was hot. It's all okay when you're in the shade, but yeah. And then they let us in at, I think it was like 3 into the stadium grounds, and there was another queue to get into the actual, like, because, can I talk right now? I'm so tired. Like, I was awake for a long time yesterday. Yeah, they let you into like the stadium grounds, but not the stadium itself, and that was a scene. The crowd control was terrible, and it was super unsafe, and yeah, it was terrible. I've never seen such bad crowd control, and I've been to a lot of shows, but yeah, they had us line up at like our gate to the stadium, and there were 4 gates. There was kind of like a big one in the middle, and just following the big one, there was a fenced off area for the queue, and then 2 smaller gates on either side, which fine, you know, people lined up in the middle. And then because there was no crowd control, and because I don't even know, like, it was such a mess. So we were there for like 3 hours, and yeah, the sun beating down on us, and they just kept yelling at everybody to back up, but like, you can't back up when everybody behind you is crowded in. And anytime we could get to back up a little bit to give them some space, because the gates open outward, like into the crowd, and they didn't leave room for the gates to open. Yeah, every time we did back up a little bit, people would just sneak forward, and it would just end up even more packed. And it was like sardines, like, it was scary. So then when it came time to actually let us in, they're like, no, we're not going to open the main gate. We're going to open the 2 to either side. And that meant that everybody who'd been queuing basically got screwed, because people just fogged into the side gates and got in way before anybody else who had been queuing. And yeah, it was a hot mess. Like, they had, well, one of the side gates was just for seats. It wasn't even for the people in the standing area. So yeah, everybody piled in, and because, again, no crowd control, they had, I don't know if they were like army guys, but they were wearing fatigues and berets anyway. They had them like standing, trying to just sort of let a couple people through at a time, and it was an absolute crush. Like, I was genuinely worried about compression asphyxia. Almost knocked down the barrier next to me. No. It was so scary. I've never been that scared in my life. Like, I'm not exaggerating. I've never been that scared in my life, and I thought, like, I don't even like to think about it. It was so bad. But anyway, we got in, and I got a spot in the barrier. Not the best spot because, you know, it messed things up with the entry, but I'm very used to things getting messed up with entries because that's just a venue thing that always gets messed up during entry unless they do like single file in the queue itself and one person at a time through the doors, which they do very well at the O2 in London, I gotta say. So anyway, got in and then had to wait another 3 hours for the concert because stadiums, this is just what you're gonna get if you go to a stadium gig. That's kind of why I don't like them, but I don't regret going to this one. Yeah, and he came down at the start of the show from the very top of the video screen, which wasn't a surprise because we could see the scaffolding and that's where the camera was pointed. It was so good. It was so good. He sings so well, and it was on for almost 4 hours. And a lot of that was talking in Kazakh that I don't understand, obviously, but that's my fault, not the people speaking in their native language in their country. But yeah, also the hair. The hair was kind of a hit. Like, people, it wasn't the color of the Kazakh flag, and that was definitely not my intention, but people thought it was. And like randoms wanting to get pictures with me and like talking to me the whole time when I'm like, And yeah, I had one photo shoot with these two women that lasted for like 10 minutes. And I was like, this is really awkward. And I had a little Canadian flag, which also was apparently a hit with the crew because they kept coming and taking pictures and videos of me. I was rocking out with my little Canadian flag. And one of them came up with a Kazakh flag and got a picture of me like holding both. And then took the flag away, which is fine, you know, I would have liked to keep it, but then he came back like half an hour later with half of a Snickers bar and gave it to me. I'm like, I'm still really confused by the Snickers bar. Like, okay, give me a gift. Like, I would have kept the flag. That would have been a little bit less weird than the Snickers bar. So, yeah, it wasn't like a half-eaten one. It was like a twin pack. So there was one that was untouched in the twin pack. But it was so weird. It was so weird. But, yeah. So I got a Snickers bar because I had kind of blue hair by that point. I don't know. I have not seen any videos of myself pop up yet. The barrier was really quite high, like probably, well, it wasn't a proper like barrier. It's just like the kind of fence, vertical fence type ones. Oh, I'm tired. I'm kind of hungry. Yeah, so it was like this high on me, which was fine. And the stage was super high, but I could see the stage well enough. Like a stadium show, stadium setup, that's just the way it is. So, yeah, the show was spectacular. Did so many songs. It was on for like 4 hours. Oh my God, I'm even more in love. I'm even more lost. Every time I go, I'm like, I wouldn't think I could like Dimash anymore, and then I do. I do. I'm not sick. Sorry about all the coughing. So, anyway, debuted 2 new songs. Also played Jalan, which is new, but that wasn't super new. But the first one was The Story of One Sky, and oh my God, it was like that song. I really encourage you to go watch it. The video is not suitable for children. There's some violence, but oh wow. Wow, I don't know if I've ever had an experience like that with a new song in a concert before. Like, wow. I cried in that song. I cried quite a few times because I do that at shows, but oh wow. It's like, it's next level, and it was so raw and beautiful and amazing. And I'm done dyeing my hair, but I'm not done talking. Um, yeah, it was incredible. Story of One Sky. Go watch the video. Kind of think it's Grammy bait, but that's fine. I would like him to win a Grammy. He wants to win a Grammy, and I want to support him in all the things he does because, yeah, I do. Oh, it was so good. I can't even. Yeah. Story of One Sky. Every time I watch the video, I cry, and it's not even like crying, it's like ugly crying, like, yeah. Anyway, and also debuted a Spanish song, which was also pretty incredible. The saying in the fan community is that only Dimash could do a duet with Dimash because he's that good, which it's true. And instead of one, there were 4 of them because there were these 3 big screens. So there were like a Dimash on each screen singing different parts of the song and harmonizing, and then him singing on stage as well. It was so good. It was so good. Yeah. And then there was a sort of like meet and greet thing, which the next day, which was basically like kind of interviews and some fan questions and stuff. And we saw the proper video for the Story of One Sky that day, and I cried again. I think everybody cried. I forget what I was going for with talking about that, but it was good too. It's just a little bit, not quite what I expected, but I don't really know what I was expecting. And there was something I was going to talk about from that. I don't remember what. I don't know. I'm tired. Anyway, I really wish that I could find a set list. He specifically asked that people not post clips longer than a minute from the show on YouTube, which most people seem to be respecting, although I don't really like that they're respecting it because I want to watch it all now, and I want to watch it like over and over and over again because that's what I did for Prague. But I suspect that at some point there will be like official videos, which hopefully will be sooner than later, but I'm sure it takes a long time to produce and edit that kind of stuff. So anyway, after Dimash time was over, I basically just hung out, switched hotels, took pictures of the sunset in the mountains, and yeah, that was the trip. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting about stuff that I wanted to talk about, but yeah, I've been done doing my hair for like half the length of this video, and I'm hoping this ends up being a cool cream. I guess if it does, I know to get Aero black and orange and mix them. Although the orange rinses out so fast, I don't know if that'll really work. Okay, I should probably eat something. Ugh. Traveling, I don't really want to eat, and then when I do eat, it's like gross, junky food. Oh, I tried horse. Of course I had to, you know, obviously. It's decent. Not as good as beef, better than like sheep, or I don't really like sheep. Goat was like, meh. I'm always going to try stuff. I'm willing to try everything almost once. Well, almost everything once, except for raw fish. I can't do raw fish. Okay, anyway, I'm going to stop talking and continue listening to Autumn Strong. Also, Autumn Strong, he sat down on the stage like right from where I was. And yeah. Oh, right, I remembered my whole travel vlog thing because I couldn't be bothered to remember to take videos. I do have an Instagram, which I never plug because I can't be bothered to plug stuff. So pictures are on Instagram, and also it cross posts to Facebook, so don't bother following me on both Facebook and Instagram if you ever want to see pictures of, it's almost all cat pictures. Cat pictures, and you'll get the odd hair spoiler, but yeah, travel pictures were up on there, and I think that, I don't remember if I put my Autumn Strong video on Instagram. I know I did on my personal Facebook, but anyway, point being, if you want to see pictures from Almaty, a few from the concert, I don't take many pictures at concerts because I like to experience them through my eyeballs and not my phone screen. Yeah, it was right in front of me for part of Autumn Strong, and oh my god, I cried. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. Okay. Okay, it's a few hours later. It's dry. I don't know how I ended up with such a nice green. But yeah, I really quite like the screen. It's a little bit murky, but yeah. Under here, this is like the green of my dreams. So anyway, I guess that was a success. We will see how it fades, because yeah, I don't know what'll happen. More importantly than my hair, and me not being sick, there's a clean version of the Story of One Sky uploaded on Deezer and iTunes right now. I'll put links in the description because I want you to watch it. Oh my god, I didn't think I could cry more, but it made me cry even more. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, put links in the description to the music video and to the song and probably to my Instagram too.